Worst number 2. Where do I even start? The master of ceremonies Snoop Dogg making his entrance by cruising down the ramp in an oversized toy RC car that looked like the batteries were slowly dying mid-ride. How about the lights cutting out near the end of the match? How about Santino f***ing Marella being an unnecessary and painfully unfunny addition? Or, how about the fact that this match perfectly represented the only two types of women's matches that had been common for over a decade by that point? Women can't wrestle, and their matches are short too. Or, women can wrestle, but don't expect it to be good, or even be bad, and the match is short too. And in a surprise everyone saw coming, they somehow managed to showcase both sides of how women's wrestling was usually booked throughout the 2000s. A hot mess. They all tried. I lost track of what was happening multiple times. Snoop Dogg looked high, everyone got a random chance to hit a move, and nobody seemed to care. The Lumberjills were doing unnecessary stuff on the outside. The lights cut out. Santino interfered for no real reason, and finally, Beth Phoenix picked up the win to mercifully end this match. Worst number 1. That makes 2 years in a row I've had to watch WrestleMania 10, and 2 years in a row where this match was f***ing terrible. And now, I get why they went with it. It was 1993, Hogan was gone, the roster had undergone a change which saw WWF fill in the gap with mostly abysmal gimmicks and Looney Tunes characters, and Lex Luger was simply picked to be the next Hulk Hogan. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out at all. They went through a whole body slam challenge, a screwy SummerSlam finish where Luger won by count out but still celebrated like he'd won the title, and a whole Royal Rumble match where it ended so indecisively they had to call both Lex and Bret co-winners, all just to keep Luger clinging to the main event scene. But hey, you reap what you sow, and what do we reap? An unnecessarily long 14-minute world title match that should have been trimmed down to 6. Yokozuna was visibly exhausted and struggled to stay on his feet for most of it, spending much of the match just resting, while Luger's wrestling, at best, was completely lackluster. The match started off decently, and then immediately fell off a cliff. Seriously, why were there 4 rest holds when totaled ate up 6 full minutes of runtime? And yes, I kept track, because what else was I supposed to do while nothing was happening? Why did they think having Luger take these awkward and clunky bumps would help anything? All it did was kill the flow of the match even more than it already was. Why does Luger still think his half-baked impersonation of hulking up is gonna work? By that point nobody cared. Then we get to the big climax. Luger hits 3 lariats, tries a body slam, hits another clothesline, Cornette and Fuji interfere. Luger gets the pin, but Mr. Perfect delivers arguably the best/worst memorable moment by calling for a f***ing disqualification because Luger hates that Mr. Perfect was trying to be a referee, or something. I don't know, I rewatched that ending 3 or 4 times, and that's what I settled on. WrestleMania 10 was mid.